grade.
Holy sh. Okay, so who's ready for their daily dose of misogyny? Alright, look at this this little lovely post here called from a person called on Twitter called The Art of Purpose. Very interesting name. This he posted a little interesting image, like, you know, the title of it, I guess. It's called The Ideal Woman. It has like a bunch of criteria. Let's see. What's the criteria for what the ideal woman is? Has no male best friend. Interesting. Doesn't accept flirting. Wow. Interesting. I guess one flirt means that she's going to fuck her friend Jeffrey in the bathroom. All right, understandable. Extremely beautiful. I don't know what that means. Wears decent clothes. I don't know what that means. Conservative. What's your idea of conservative? What does that mean? Feminine. Again, don't know what that means. Talks to males only till it's work related. Don't you want to keep this woman in the house? Anyway, only into marriage. So, you know, like, you know, dating cringe and gross. Your only purpose is to get married, as you see, because if you're a woman, your goal in life is to get married and nothing else. What you want to pursue art and any career? What you want to get into business? Oh you want to be a singer? You like singing? Nah, fuck that. No, sorry. Your purpose is marriage. Next one is only has female friends. Yeah, she's fucking her female friends. Lives a healthy lifestyle. Again, don't know what that means. Knows cooking. Sure. You should also know cooking, my friend. High morals. Again, don't know what that means. Not woke. So what? She needs to hate gay people. Got it. Religious. What kind of religious? Oh, you want a Muslim babe? Gotcha. Hates degenerates. Oh, so again, not woke means hates degenerates. I mean, you just put two of the same thing in the in one image. Sure, and you put not woke twice. I don't understand. Yeah, that's the ideal woman. So if you want to get married, ladies, just know that yeah. Also, you never mentioned this. I guess this does include trans women. So if you want to live this sheltered, closeted lifestyle where your male partner, where your masculine partner is like your father figure, essentially, who controls every aspect of your life, doesn't want you to have male friends, I guess, because, you know, anytime a woman is like catches a whiff of a male in her presence, and she will have the uncontrollable urge to spread her legs open. Look, this happens in a park, you know. I've seen it happen before. Like a woman looked at a man once, and that man just couldn't control himself because men only want sex and nothing else. So she laid down and spread her legs open in the middle of the park, mind you. And then they both just went to town on each other. It was interesting. It was fun. It was interesting to watch. Don't know why they would do that in public, but then again, that's just human nature, I think. I think it was written in the Bible somewhere. Yeah. I just wanted to share this all with you. I thought it was an interesting little post that somebody decided to put on the internet. And yeah, I thought this was funny. So let's get to the actual video. So once again, we are covering TFP Student Action. Sorry, I'm not tired of talking about their content just yet. If you don't know who TFP Student Action is, they are essentially a Christian nationalist organization. And it being a Christian nationalist organization, they're pretty much their goal is to make government pretty much run by Christians and imposing Christian doctrine into laws. So because of that, that is essentially fascism. They're imposing their moral values onto everyone in society, whether they agree with their moral values or not. That is fascism. They don't believe in religious freedom. If you don't believe in religious freedom, you're against democracy, and furthermore, you are just pro-fascism. And that's what they are. They are a fascist group. I will never stop saying this, but that's what they are. If their goals is to enforce their religion and their ideas onto everyone around them, then they are a fascist group. Yeah. The video in question I'm going to be covering is called, and I'm going to highlight it here, Only Two Genders, but the truth was called Hate in Villanova University. Alright? And I don't know anything about this video. I've only seen like the first, 3 seconds. So we will carry on and enjoy this little bit of entertainment that TFP has produced for us.
Because I was literally here and cursed them the hell out all day if I had to.
If you're truly Catholic, love thy neighbor, that's it. I'm angry! You wanna be an apple?
Whoa! Back away from the camera, friend. I didn't know your breath smells like a bag of sweaty dicks.
You can be whatever you want to be.
You're revolting against the truth. You are revolting against God.
Against you and your ideology.
I revolt against God all day, every day. God is fake and gay. Very cringe individual. Don't like him. Very mean. Committed a lot of genocides. Commanded a lot of genocides. Pretty much gaslit Abraham. He's lied several times in the Bible. Well, no, not lied. I'm sorry. Withheld information and, did a little bit of trolling and misdirecting. But, he can do that because he's God. I don't like him. I revolt against him all day, every day.
Some students are acting surprised that we're here defending Catholic teaching. Like, pretending or imagining that we don't have the right to speak up for the Catholic teaching, Catholic moral teaching.
Well, you do have the right to do that. You absolutely 110%, sorry, scratch that, 200% the right to protest and speak your moral values to everyone around you. You're allowed to do that. It's perfectly fine. Listen, I have nothing against that. Zero. Guess what? They also have the right to retaliate. They have the right to push back. I'm sorry. We live in a country where we have good old-fashioned freedom of speech. Yeah, you're allowed to speak your values. They're allowed to speak theirs. That's what America's all about. Bouncing ideas back and forth, arguing, debating, shouting at each other, protesting each other, counter-protesting each other is great. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody's going to think the same. So sometimes, there's going to be a little bit of confrontation. A little bit of verbal confrontation, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what America's all about. America's all about culmination of ideas. Hey, any idea is allowed to have reign around here, so hell yeah, have at it.
On a Catholic campus, they're shocked and surprised that we would stand up for the truth and actually defend church teaching. It's pretty sad.
Do you see that word right there? That word means truth. We'll see if they believe that here.
Veritas. Huh. Sorry. I'm gonna look this up because them being fascists are not to be believed. So listen, when it comes to people like this, I urge you, if they say that fish swim, check the nearest river. If they say birds fly, look up in the sky to see if they do. You gotta double check everything they say. Well, would you look at that? It's true. There you go. It's right there in front of your face. Yeah. I got nothing else. No further questions.
Villanova University is a Catholic institution. Stand up for Catholic teaching. All male and female.
I have a question. What are they teaching at the school that you disapprove of? And furthermore, is this a public school? Hold on. All right. It would seem that it is a private institution. Fair enough. But I'm gonna say this though. Even amongst Catholics, there's always gonna be diversity of thought and values, because you will find no shortage of pro-LGBT Catholics, and you will also find no shortage of anti-LGBT Catholics. Not every Catholic thinks the same. Like, even among Protestants from the denomination that I'm from, there are pro-LGBT and anti-LGBT Protestants. Um, that's just how that goes. I don't think this specific institution has to abide by whatever central nucleus that you would assume to be like the central of Catholicism or whatever. They abide by whatever organization they answer to that is above them. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're allowed to do what they do, I guess.
What don't we understand about God made the male and female?
It's very easy actually. God made them male and female, and therefore, as time passed on, there ended up becoming lots of in-betweens of male and female. You will see this demonstrated in reality. Like, there are several variations of intersex people. Sure, if you believe that God made them male and female, I'm sorry. It doesn't erase the fact that intersex people exist. And so, with intersex people existing, you literally have no basis to be against the existence of transgender people as well, because like, just like intersex people are the exception to the rule of male and female, so are honestly transgender people. Because honestly, if you really think about it, like, being born assigned male at birth and then like taking like estrogen or whatever, it's like self-imposed. It's pretty much a self-imposed intersex state. Especially a trans person that will keep their penis afterwards, even, and still take estrogen. It's fine. Like, if it's fine for intersex people to exist and you have no problem with it whatsoever, and if you do, then I got questions. But if you don't, then again, they're the exception to the rule. So are trans people. Accept it. Deal with it. There's nothing wrong.
I mean, did God say that he made the male, female, and something else? In Genesis, God made the male and...
He doesn't have to. There already is a something else. Unless you want to come up with, like, I don't know, how many different variations of intersex people are? Like, you want to make up umpteen more genders? You want to do that?
First of all, there's two different versions of Genesis, and they both describe different aspects of how the male and female were created.
No, but it's still male and female. I mean, you haven't argued the point though. Okay.
You're literally just arguing against reality, because again, there are so many in-betweens, naturally born in-betweens. No, I'm sorry, you can't escape that, my friend.
God made them male and female, and it's obvious with genetic markers.
Dude, my God is a generous, inclusive, loving God.
Absolutely.
Your God is a banishment. No, you don't, like...
The one God is truth. God is truth.
God is love.
How is that a rebuttal to what he just... Alright.
And love is truth. Right? So, to just say banishment and truth can't coexist just shows the limits of your own thought process.
Why is lying love? Why is lying love?
Why is who's lying?
If you're a man trying to say that you're a woman, you're lying. It's in your.
No, it's just a difference in definition. My definition of woman is more inclusive. Your definition is rigid, and honestly, very how do I put this? It's very useless, because again, with all the intersex people and including trans people as well, your definition of woman will have to exclude so many people, and you would have to ignore reality to try to hold the definition of woman to one specific perfect rigid standard. It doesn't work.
If you are living your truth, you're not lying.
Your truth?
If it's your truth, then how do you know it's true? If it's how do you know your truth is true? Because it conforms to reality.
It doesn't conform to reality.
It does.
Dude.
It's scientific.
Right,
It's totally scientific.
You need to grow as the Bible tells us to grow.
Yeah.
You need to expand out of the Garden of Eden, which is a myth, man. It's not a literal event.
We need to conform to reality.
Look, I don't have time to do science.
You need to conform to reality, says a guy denying reality at every step of the way just so he can uphold his perfect favorite little moral values.
Or the Bible. While I'm waiting for traffic. But you clearly don't understand the teachings of God or the way that science understands God.
I'm so glad you guys showed up today so I can tell you all to go yourself.
Well, that's very tolerant.
Damn! This man came with the heat. Holy shit. Fuck. You know what? There's no better argument. Fucking ignore everything I say, every other rebuttal that I could come up with against their anti-trans beliefs. That is a perfect rebuttal right there. Fuck you. God. It's like the Tails and Knuckles thing, you know, when Sonic showed up and he told Tails and Knuckles to form a sentence without using the letter A. Tails came up with this long, convoluted sentence. That was me using the scalpel, but Knuckles shows up and he's like, "Fuck you!" It's like, whoa. Can't argue with that. Oh shit! I got nothing against that one.
Stand up for Catholic teaching.
Read the Bible. It says, "Judge not, lest ye be judged."
And judge with right judgment.
Missed it all. You haven't read a word or considered a thing about caring about other people. You just want to judge others.
Why are you so judgmental?
I don't know why they think they're so clever by throwing the "why are you so judgmental" thing back at their opposition, because I'm sorry, literally their entire platform, their entire fucking organization is about judging people. They want to force people to live by their values because they think their values are perfect and better above all else, even though plenty of other Christians, even amongst Catholics, disagree with their shitty values. But they want to force it on others anyway because because according to their own perfect special judgment, they're living in sin. And since they're living in sin, I don't know, I guess they're trying to save the world or something. They're saving America by forcing people to live the perfect Christian Catholic values or whatever. Their entire thing is judging people. They judge trans people, they judge gay people. They don't get anything out of it. Like, being gay or trans isn't even hurting anyone. It's not harming the gay person. It's not harming anybody close to the gay person. It's just them judging them and saying, "What you're doing is gross. It makes me feel icky. I barf every time I see two men kiss, and I'm going to judge you for that. You degenerate swine." Yeah. I'm sorry. That's their whole thing. Their whole platform is judgment. Is judgment.
You're not showing love, sir.
Oh, I am.
No, you're not. So judgmental.
Father Terence Chartier made a very good point when he pointed out that transgenderism breaks 3 commandments. The first, by rejecting divinely revealed truth.
What divinely revealed truth? Can you explain? Can you elaborate? Can you describe it to me, please? I mean, put it in a written document. I would love to read it. What is this divine truth that you're referring to?
Fifth, by mutilating the human body, which
How? You're gonna protest against piercings next? What's next? You're gonna you're gonna protest against medicine? What, you gonna protest against heart surgery? I mean, for all intents and purposes, that's technically mutilation, according to you, because I'm sorry, heart surgery, or any kind of like surgery for that matter, involves cutting up body parts and doing what is necessary strategically to make that person better. I'm sorry, but as with heart surgery, bottom surgery, or like top surgery, or what have you, they're all delicate procedures, very strategic procedures. Trying to equate these things to butchering and mutilation is a very dishonest framing of these procedures. These procedures require a lot of knowledge, dedication, time, expertise, skill, and these people will look at that and say, "No, that's butchering. It is mutilation to do these things." Look, have you seen the results for bottom surgery? It's so amazing what they were able to do. Hell, even top surgery, it's remarkable how well they do these procedures. Same thing with heart surgery, knee replacement surgery, and any other kind of surgery, or any kind of medical procedure that requires a cutting up and or removal or replacement of body parts. That's science. We're helping people. There's nothing wrong with that.
God created, and the eighth, by lying to others, by telling them that they are someone who they are not.
Mankind is binary. Okay?
You're picking and choosing
There's
the parts of the Bible that you want to come out here and preach. Because why do you not come out here and preach? Why do you...
You're forgetting a bunch of other chromosomes. What about individuals who were born for all intents and purposes completely female, except for one minor difference? They have XY chromosomes. What then? What do you call that? You're gonna come up with a new label for that? You're gonna come up with a new gender for that? Because to you, gender and sex are the same thing, right? So you're gonna come up with a new gender? Oh, right, you can't, because you're also the crowd that says there are only two genders. It seems like you're in a predicament there, my friend. I don't envy your position. There's a reason why I walked away from your shitty beliefs.
Why do you not come out here and preach
Transgender is
acceptance of everybody? Why do you not come out here and preach
is a lie.
showing love? You think showing love? You think over there talking about pedophilia? What does pedophilia have to do with transgender? Being transgender? What does pedophilia have to do with transgender?
Did you ever
hate?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Do you want to know the truth?
You're spewing hate though out here. You're spewing hate
Have you
where people
heard-
have to walk by every day.
He's gonna say it. He's going somewhere else. I read the subtitle. It's Drag Queen Story. Look, drag queens and trans people are different. There are some trans people that are drag queens, but I believe more often than not, drag queens are just cisgender men, like literally people who are assigned male at birth and identify as men, who put on a poofy, flashy dress as a performance. Because for that, it's about gender nonconformity. They identify as men still, but they dress femininely. That's specifically for entertainment. That is a completely different phenomenon for being a trans woman, who is someone who would is assigned male at birth, or anything other than that, I guess. What, you can't really be assigned anything else other than that. Someone who is assigned male at birth and identifies as a woman, and wears just, you know, normal feminine clothes. Sometimes they may dress up and look cute every now and then. They don't wear the same types of clothing that drag queens wear. Drag queens just go all out. They wear the big poofy dresses, overdo on the makeup, the wigs and everything. Trans women typically don't wear wigs. Trans women typically don't wear big, massive, poofy, glittery dresses. Trans women typically don't wear heavy makeup caked on their faces. Trans women typically just are about as moderate as a cisgender woman, you know. And of course, there are cis women drag queens as well. I mean, again, the drag queen thing is a completely entertainment thing. It's like a feminine version of a clown, basically.
Drag Queen Story Hour.
You're talking about Drag Queen Story Hour.
Is about pedophiles reading to children.
Also, they typically are not pedophiles. I hate to regurgitate the talking point that I know they've heard a billion times, but statistically, children are more in danger of being around a priest, even a Catholic priest, than they are being around like a drag queen. Especially nowadays with so many eyes on drag queens, a drag queen is not gonna fucking go after children because there's so many conservative eyes just fixated watching their every move, just waiting for a drag queen to fuck up. Drag queens weren't running around fucking children before. So why the fuck would they step out of line and do it now? And again, if there are any drag queens taking advantage of children, which I am certain there are, they don't speak for the majority. Just like when a Christian pastor or a Catholic priest does it, I don't think that they also represent the majority of Catholic priests. That's what it is. The problem is they are more likely to take advantage of children than a drag queen would. And that has more to do with the environment of these religious institutions and less to do with the people themselves. It's the reason why predators are drawn to religious institutions rather than, well, any other institution for that matter.
Okay, what
Sex
about
offenders
pedophiles in the church? Sex offenders in the church.
Are you against
We
that?
can talk a lot.
Are
Yeah,
you
I'm
against that? Are you
Yeah,
against
I'm
Drag
against
Queen
that.
Story Hour?
I don't know what drag queen story hour is to be against it. What I know is
That is intelligent. I don't know what it is, so I'm not going to form an opinion on it. I'm sorry. That is the smartest thing a person can say. If it was any other random schmuck on the street that this guy was talking to, they'd be like, they would be fumbling. Yeah, I mean, I'm against it, not knowing what this person is referring to at all. Or they would say, yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, but like. They will give like a definitive answer because they don't want to seem like they don't know what anything is. Because a lot of people do that, especially in street like debates or street interviews or whatever. It trips people up because like they feel like they have to come up with some answer, but because people unfortunately don't seem to understand that I don't know is an acceptable answer. So this was an intelligent move on this guy's part. I don't know, so I can't be for it or against it.
I just told you what it is.
I'm against y'all being out here
It's
in a
perverts
place where
reading
people have
books
to walk
to
past.
children.
Okay,
Are
that
you-
does not have anything
are
to
you
do
in favor
with
of
every
protecting-
drag queen in the
Will
world.
you stand up for the innocence of children?
I'm standing up for the innocence of children now because there's kids that go to the school that you're making feel uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying. You're choosing to be dead.
This guy is so based. No notes. I like this guy.
What
Just
about the
puberty.
children that are going to clinics that give them puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones and destroy?
I'm scared. I wonder what he's gonna say to. What is his response to this? Oh boy. Please. Say something good, buddy. You're doing good so far.
Their lives. Do you care about those children?
I care about all kids. Do you care about all kids?
Yes, I
because
do.
you don't.
Yes,
because
I
you're
do.
making kids here feel uncomfortable and unsafe.
Show
Sure. You know what? Valid answer.
me the kids that are uncomfortable.
If I tell you I feel uncomfortable
You're not a
and
kid.
unsafe, how am I not a kid? You don't know how old I am.
You're an
I'm not a
adult.
kid. You're looking at me because I'm not a kid because I'm a black man. And you feel
How
like
old are you?
Oof. Honestly, he's probably not wrong. What if he's like 15 or something? But again, all these fucking white people in general, when they look at like any type of like black male walking around, they tend to think that they're older than they actually are, and then they will act accordingly. It's like with all the police brutality, it's just like whenever a police sees like a 15-year-old, they think they're more dangerous than they actually are. They're treating them like they would treat any other like 30-year-old adult gangbanger. It's sad, really. It's like, because it's so easy. It's their way of perceiving black men as dangerous, and part of the danger comes with them being adults. And if they're minors, then it's hard for them to conceive of a minor or like a teen child being like the most dangerous thing around. So they typically picture any like black male as an adult that, you know, especially if they have facial hair, they will pretty much always assume that this black male is older than they actually are. Side tangent, but you know.
super disgusting. Exactly.
Okay, how old are you?
I just turned 21 years old.
Okay, you're an adult.
Okay, I'm
Legally an adult, but just barely.
You're definitely not a kid, so you are.
Can I self-identify as a 15-year-old if I want to?
You're being idiotic and making.
He is being idiotic. What the fuck? No. Yeah. You know how we define age, right? Like, I mean, of course, age, technically speaking, is a social construct, but we base that social construct on the passage of time. When we talk about gender being a social construct, that social construct is based on honestly characteristics and personality traits, and self-identification, really, and presentation more often than not. Yeah. Gender and age are not the same social construct. Yeah.
If I feel like identifying as a 2-year-old,
You can do
is that okay?
whatever you like, sir.
But
what I'm
is
saying
it right or
what it's
wrong?
not okay for you to do is
Is
to
it
come
right or
onto
wrong?
somebody else's college campus and make them feel uncomfortable.
Oh my god.
Lying
To
if I
spew
say
your
that I'm a
hate. You're
2-year-old?
coming on a religious campus, a Catholic
yes,
university.
Would it be considered the question? That's an interesting question. Would it be considered lying if he were to identify as a 2-year-old? It depends. I would say this guy is lying if he identifies as a 2-year-old, simply because he's doing it as a bad faith rebuttal to try and delegitimize trans identification. But if someone genuinely believes that that's what they are, then I wouldn't consider it lying. I mean, the best thing you can say to say that would be legit is if somebody has DID and like their headmate is like 2 years old or something, like what, 10 years old or something. Valid still. I mean, you don't have to understand DID to see that as legit or not. And this is actually, DID is a real thing. Sorry, people, but it is. And the age phenomena, the age of a headmate is a legitimate thing. It's complicated, really. I don't fully understand it myself, and I don't know why that just popped up in my head, but that's just how it is.
I'm
And
Catholic.
spewing hate. Oh, I'm sure you're Catholic.
Would it be a lie if I told you that I self-identify as a 2-year-old
You
child?
can self-identify as whatever
Would
you
it be
want
right?
to.
Would it be
It doesn't
true or
matter.
false? Yes, it does matter.
Again, it would entirely depend. Is it legitimate, or are you just trying to do that as a way to say, fuck trans people? Literally, if somebody walked up to me and said, I identify as a 2-year-old, I'm be like, okay, sure, whatever, I guess. Good for you, man. Yeah, whatever. Like, as long as you're not taking advantage of, like, children, then there isn't an issue here.
Very true. But what's very true as well is that you're on this campus making students.
Furthermore, if you genuinely identify as a 2-year-old, if you like were really serious about it, you're not gonna have sex. 2-year-olds don't have sex. So they're even less of a danger when you consider that.
But I don't think I'm the only student that you're making feel uncomfortable. But I can promise you that
If you
you're on
feel
this campus
uncomfortable
making
with the
students
truth, then I
I
feel sorry for you.
I'm
The
just
truth
telling
is
the simple
loving.
truth
The
that you know
truth is loving.
God is man and woman. No,
If
y'all
I
are not
told
loving.
you,
Y'all are
if
not
I
loving.
told
Y'all
you
are
that 2
spewing
plus
hate.
2
Y'all are
equals
spewing hate. But y'all get out here and talk about
is that a lie?
Well, it wouldn't be a lie if somehow our language shifted and changed to the point where, like, the value of 10 is what we would consider now to be the value of 4. That's a very complicated, mind-boggling thing that I just said, but take some thought to actually think about. If you think about it for like about, I don't know, 5 seconds, it makes sense. But like that goes into how we label numbers, and it's also a language thing as well. I'm getting too philosophical here.
Yeah, the church understand what you're trying to spread an image, trying to spread
What's 2 plus
rhetoric
2?
about transgender,
What's 2
being
plus 2?
transgender, and its connection to pedophilia, because
What's
there
2
is
plus
none.
2?
Just like there's no connection to
What's
here
2
about
plus
you
2?
know,
What's 2 plus 2?
spending your day on the campus. You don't think that I don't know what 2 plus 2 is.
What is it?
You're an idiot and you're racist.
This is about biology.
Whatever opinion you want about transgender people, What I'm trying to explain to you is, as a Catholic
You won't
man,
listen to me.
you're out here making
He's not,
people feel
he's not
unsafe.
listening to me.
Like, I don't care about dog cameras, none of that.
He could
Honestly, both of you people were just literally talking past each other. So I really, that's just the nature of this particular conversation here.
insult us and call us names to our face, and somehow that's very loving and compassionate. And when we ask a simple question like a biological question,
I said, y'all
he will not answer.
I can ask a biological question all day, every day. What gender is this? You have an answer? What gender is this? What do you call that? Is it male? Is it female? What is it? What happened to your only two genders, friend? What gender is this? What gender is that? You're gonna come up with a new one? I mean, if you do, then you have to concede that there are more than two genders. This is a biological question that I'm asking here. You want to talk about biology? What gender is this? What is that? It seems we might have to leave this one up to self-ID.
Pray that he'll accept the truth, and pray that he'll stand up for
Pray
Catholic
for
truth.
whoever. Y'all probably are just as racist as y'all are transphobic,
Oh
and just
my
as
goodness.
homophobic as y'all are
Oh my.
transphobic as well. You see, oh my.
Now he's judging us.
You can be whatever you want to be, but what you
You're
don't need to be,
truth-phobic.
what you don't need to be,
truth-phobic.
okay, a gay or a lesbian woman or a gay man
He needs to stop saying that. He really thinks he's so clever saying truth-phobic.
or a lesbian woman would not feel unsafe walking past a sign like this.
We're trying to help them because that way they
Why? Because the Catholic Church is not telling them that's wrong.
it's been condemned by the church.
No, it has not. So are you trying to tell me that the Catholic, I trust me, like I said, I'm learning about it in the class and I go to this school to learn about it from right now. You're trying to tell me that the Catholic Church is condemns homosexuality because it doesn't.
Intrinsically
But
disordered.
it doesn't. So being out here
says
as
on
this
the
Catholic, no,
catechism,
it doesn't.
I believe it does, or at the very least, it did in the past. When it comes to Catholicism, it's very complicated because, if I remember right, the Pope is the end-all be-all when it comes to things like this. And right now, the current Pope is very lenient on LGBT people. Like, I believe he still thinks it's a sin, but he's very lenient on his attitude towards gay people.
It does
If you don't
not.
want to read it.
No, it does
I mean,
not.
if you read it,
No,
you'll find it
what
in
does
there.
the Catholic Church teach Catholics to follow? It's not that. So when
It's not the catechism is teaching of the church. I mean,
I'm not going to convince you any differently. Like I said, we could go. I wish my Catholic teacher, my Catholic studies teacher was here right now to back me up in what I'm saying. But I promise you that the Catholic Church
What would
does
he
not
say if we
condemn
showed the
homosexuality. The
would he say if he
the
did
Catholic
that?
Church does not condemn homosexuality though.
Does.
It does not. Please pull it up. Where it condemns it. Because if you pull it up, it will tell you that God made every person the
Male,
way
female.
that they are. Okay?
Spreading Catholic
It's
doctrine at a
y'all are
Catholic
not
campus,
spreading
it shouldn't
Catholic
be,
doctrine
you know,
at a Catholic
what's so
Catholic
strange about that?
university.
It's
At
a
a Catholic
Catholic doctrine.
university. You can go to the president of this university, and I promise you, you will not be sitting here agreeing with the message of John Thomas.
well, maybe then he's betraying Catholic doctrine. I don't know.
He's not.
Maybe he can read the catechism too. Might do him some good.
Everybody that goes here is not Catholic.
This is Catholic.
Everybody who goes here is not Catholic.
This
You
is
don't have to
true.
be a Catholic to go to this
This
school.
is true.
It's you,
This is
sir.
the truth.
This is you and your reality.
You're revolting against the truth. You are
I'm
revolting against
revolting
God.
against you.
Either
It makes
male
no
or
sense.
female.
It makes no sense.
Transgenderism
You can
is a
believe
lie,
that, sir.
okay?
That is
It's a
completely
lie.
fine.
Just
You
like
can
I'm not a
believe
2-year-old
that.
child.
Okay,
I'm
you
not a
act-
100-year-old
your-
person.
Your mental,
I'm not black,
your mental
I'm white.
capabilities
I'm
are
not
clearly.
I am not black, I am white. I can tell, my friend. I can tell. You don't have to point it out. You don't have to spell it out. I know. I can if I closed my eyes and I heard you speak, I would instantly pinpoint your whiteness. I could smell the lack of melanin from miles away. Like, I'm not even near you right now. Oh, 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 that smells like zero melanin. Oh, ah, God, Jesus, raw mayonnaise. Oh, man, Lord in heaven, that is disgusting. Oh, is that bleach? Oh,
Not that far, because you want to know what I'm intolerant of? Hate. I'm intolerant of this type of hate. I don't give a.
No, we already talked about this. You're not. No, that's hypocritical. You did not stop that woman when she insulted me to my face.
Oh, then. I Okay, I would have done the same exact thing.
Does he have to? He doesn't even know her. I whatever. Oh, boo-hoo. Somebody screamed in front of a camera. Ha ha ha! I'm so oppressed.
Oh, so you are hateful. Okay.
What?
Dogs, hold on to the
Please help me, because I was standing here and cursed them the hell out all day if I had
It's
to.
if you're truly Catholic, love thy neighbor. That's it. That's the end principle. Okay, I have read the Bible. Thank you. I went to Catholic school my whole life. No, I didn't.
If you read the Bible, it's pretty clear. Male, female, nothing else.
Loves everyone. Literally, what the f do you care for?
Sure, the Bible may say male and female, but material reality will tell you something else. I have problems. Help me. They're killing my brain cells. I can't. They're making me go mad. Their arguments. Woohoo! Yeah, buddy.
I don't care. My whole principle is love thy neighbor. That's it. Period. I love everyone no matter what. That's the end.
So I think it's good that students are being challenged in their ideas. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that I don't agree with that I still haven't seen. But
Okay, it's
I'm
different
fine with that.
about things that you don't agree with, but it's different about between that and having a walk past people who are teaching against the way that you identify yourself. You're telling me that you're going to hell, you live in hell. Yes, I believe that is where people like you
What?
choose to take their time out of their day.
If that's not a
Or go.
judgment, if someone is
So his argument is that you're telling people that they're going to hell for doing nothing that's harmful, whereas he's saying that you guys are probably going to hell because what you're doing is harmful. You're honestly hurting people. Well, I don't know how many people that they like really hurt, whatever, because they're not. The only people that are really hurt, like a trans person, are people that are close to that trans person. Like random transphobes really aren't really much of an issue, to me at least. I mean, I guess to another trans person walking by and they see like a bunch of schmucks just standing out there, just like invalidating their existence, saying that your identity isn't real, and because your identity isn't real, because you're the way you identify, you're going to go to hell and suffer and burn for all of eternity. That is a very hurtful thing. That's yeah. Your whole goal is to make people feel bad for who they are and saying that they're going to suffer forever because of that, because of the way they identify. It's really gross, and honestly, it can be emotionally harmful to someone that sees that. So yeah, the fact that you're going out of your way to make somebody feel that way, I would say that you're probably going to go to hell for doing that, because there really is the goal. There really isn't any other goal here besides that. You're trying to hurt people into submission. You're trying to make people feel bad. You're trying to scare people out of identifying a certain way, mind you, a way that they don't like, not a way that God doesn't like, a way that they don't like. You're trying to scare somebody out of that with eternal damnation, fire and brimstone, gnashing and teeth and all this shit. And you're using fear to scare people. You're attempting to use fear to scare people out of the identity that makes them happy. It's gross. I would say you're going to hell for that behavior. So yeah. Yeah. But identifying a way you want to in a way that makes you happy, saying somebody's going to hell for that is disgusting. Gross, even.
Claiming to be a woman and they're a man, then that's a lie. Because God created them male. There's no in between, and changing, saying, oh no, I'm the opposite. That's a slap in the face to God, because God, who's all knowing and all loving, He created you the way that you are for a reason. So to say, oh no, I think I know better and I'm going to change, that's a blasphemy. To say you know better than God. If I say I'm an
this argument was thrown in my face. And there's one easy rebuttal to that. I don't care. God made my body the way it is, but he also made my brain the way it is. And my brain saw fit that I was more comfortable identifying as a woman regardless, and I get to change my body as I see fit no matter what. It doesn't matter. What, you gonna say this to somebody who gets like any type of top surgery? Hell, a 16-year-old girl who decides to get top surgery change her body because of back pain and back issues? Oh, that's fine. She can do that. Oh, but I thought God made her the way she is. So what? So how dare she? She thinks she knows better than God to get breast reduction to alleviate back pain? That's God's holy back pain that you're getting rid of, my friend. Fucking put those breasts back in your chest right now, you fucking bitch. Dumb bitch. Act like you know better than God. That's God's holy back pain that you're getting rid of. Get that back pain back into your chest, you fucking bitch. Degenerate. Ugly. Fuck you. Act like you know better than God. Get rid of that back pain. God gave you that back pain for a reason. It's to his divine holy glory.
Apple, am I an
If
apple?
you want to be an apple, you can be whatever you want to be.
Bro, why do you care?
Why do you care about this gender?
And where did you buy that hat?
Freedom of speech, no?
Freedom of speech. I tuned out for like 5 seconds, and this man says, "Where did you buy that hat?" Oh my god.
Are you free to tell a lie?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, you can tell a lie all you want to. It's freedom of speech.
Tell a lie.
It's not a lie.
Should I be able to tell you that that light is actually red and you can cross the street?
Sure, you can tell me what.
See, when it comes to the whole lying thing in regards to how trans people identify, it's not a difference of it's not about whether a trans person is lying. It's about the difference in definition. You simply do not agree with the progressive definition of gender. That's it. We're not lying. We just disagree with your definition. And we happen to think that your definition is kind of shit. And there is less utility in your definition. It's actually kind of cringe. Very cringe definition, in fact. When you consider, again, the multitude of intersex conditions. And, again, the fact that trans people exist. So, no. And furthermore, the hormones that trans people typically take. They're, for all intents and purposes, biologically female in some fashion. So, I mean, now what? What you got, buddy? Again, it always comes down to a difference in definition. Because when a trans person identifies the way they identify, it's an authentic self-identification. There is no lies being told. We believe what we say when we say what we are. Okay? That's not a lie. That's the difference in how we perceive reality.
Whatever the hell you want to tell me. I don't want to talk to you.
I didn't want. Why? Because we have the truth or what? Says who? Says science? No. Says science does not say XXY is.
Hey! Hey! I like this guy. He's doing the same thing I'm doing. So now I actually get to see an answer from them. What do you mean it's always male? Based on what definition? XXY is always a man. How? Elaborate? I'm only looking at like an image, but like, and I can't show the image because again, it is showing a nude body with the diagram. Frontal baldness absent, which is, I believe, is a female characteristic. Poor beard growth, obviously a female characteristic. Narrow shoulders, tendency to grow fewer chest hairs. Breast development, again, obviously a female trait. Wide hips, again, female trait. Long arms and legs. I didn't know those were female traits. I have to look into that to be sure. But yeah, small testicular size, which not really a female trait, but their genitalia is trying to, well, I guess, grow in a female fashion, but also not in a female fashion. Very complicated. Again, when it comes to like chromosomes and biological sex, it's not as cut and dry as these types of people will like want to make it out to be. When it comes to TFP, I believe that they're saying that XXY is male solely because the person is growing a penis. Because that's how their mindset is. They have a very rigid standard when it comes to gender. It is honestly, it is incredibly superficial. They only care about the outside appearance more than they care about anything else. So anytime a conservative brings up chromosomes, it's always a bad faith argument because they really don't give a shit about chromosomes. At the end of the day, they only care about what they can see and visualize, which is penis or vagina. If you have a penis, then you're man. If you have vagina, then you're a woman. Then that's it. There's no in between. Everything else doesn't really matter. They only matter when they're trying to delegitimize trans people. And then that's when they bust out, well, look at the chromosomes. Well, look at the breasts. Look at this, that, and the other. Look at this, look at that, look at this other thing. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to them. They only care about the genitals more than anything else. Because, again, they're superficial. They don't look at the other biological characteristics. They only care about the genitals. Because they're baby-brained.
You're trying to muddle the waters. That's what you're doing.
Holy shit!
I'm angry!
Holy shit! Whoa! This motherfucker just fucking... What the fuck was that walk? That was intimidating. That was like... God damn. The only thing missing was them teleporting behind them and saying, "Oh my wamu," or saying, "Haha, nothing personnel, kid," and then slices him in half with a fucking katana blade. That's the only thing that was missing from that. Jesus. Fuck.
I'm angry!
That shit gave me goosebumps. Jesus. I'm sorry, that unironically gives me goosebumps. That motherfucker was staring into my soul walking up to the camera like that. Jesus. I felt like a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. Holy shit.
Who can I talk to argue with?
Take your pick.
You don't have to do anything. So can I do anything? So I can murder you? I mean, you'd be punished. You can do anything you want. No. I don't want a man. You don't little sisters? Oh my God. Call yourself a woman. Go into that bathroom and be in there with all my sisters. How do I know this is not going to molest?
You're
What? What?
assuming that everybody is exactly good intention.
Yeah, just like cis women don't always have the good intention when they go into the women's bathroom. I'm sorry, women can sexually assault each other. It has happened. Believe it or not, women can also be perpetrators of sexual assault. Cisgender women, mind you. Dumb fuck.
The thing is that we know that there's
I'm not
people...
assuming everyone's good intentions.
Okay, so you're against transgender bathrooms. You just proved
That's
it.
not what
Thank
I
you.
said.
What? Oh! This is what I'm talking about when I say fallacious argument. Because you say... I'm not going to repeat myself. My rebuttal stands. My previous rebuttal stands. I'm not going to repeat myself.
You just proved it.
I said anyone
Okay,
molest
so
anybody.
you're against
Transgender's not more
people
prone.
posing as who they're not, entering the bathroom of the opposite sex, and harming other
Posing.
people.
Trans people are not, quote unquote, posing as something they're not. They're living their authentic self and going to the women's bathroom. They're not going to the women's bathroom for nefarious reasons like you want to pretend that they are. You think that they have the magical rape gene because, well, sorry, not rape gene, the magical rape genital. Because if you're born with the penis, then you then it magically sends signals to your brain, which makes you rape anything within your vicinity, because that's science, I think.
Opposing is people who they're not. What about Halloween?
No, you already proved.
So what do you think about Halloween?
You already proved that you're
The fuck kind of rebuttal is that?
against.
Well, now I'm on to the Halloween thing.
Did you believe in Santa Claus growing up?
Sir, you're the one who believes in fantasies. If you
Excellent. Wonderful. Amazing rebuttal. You see, you could come up with the fucking stupidest arguments ever, but it's just the confidence. I love the confidence of that. That was the stupidest fucking argument I've ever heard. Holy shit.
What do you think about Halloween?
Look at that again. This motherfucker winked right after that. Holy shit.
Well, now I'm on to the Halloween thing.
Did you believe in Santa Claus growing up?
Sir,
Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. Say the stupidest shit, but say it with confidence. Arms crossed, eyebrow raised. Do you believe in Santa Claus? Haha. Fucking teleports behind you. Pushes up glasses. Nothing personnel, kid.
sir, you're the one who believes in fantasies. If you believe a man could be a woman.
Fucking light Yagami ass bitch.
You're a man, and you're chivalrous, huh?
Well, I'm glad that you can discern that.
No, I'm asking you. Already.
Because you know why? Because there's objective reality.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you a
every
man
cell-
that believes in objective reality and chivalry?
Oh, yes, I am. And there's women.
I said that there are some men and there are some women, and there's some
There's
others.
some others. Okay, how does that work?
There are others.
There's others. Okay, well, answer
Yeah, they just exist.
this then. And why did
This is such a fucking power move, bro. This guy with the fucking hands on his hips, the other guy with his arms crossed. Jesus, I'm getting fucking Ginyu Force vibes, bro. They're dude, they're like JoJo characters. They're fucking they're fucking anime villains, dog. Bruh. With the fucking the confidence, bro. This is literally anime villain confidence, and I'm so here for it. I love it. This is fantastic. Their arguments are shit, but I love the vibe. I really do. This is great. I love it. Look at them, bro. Look at that look. That fucking smug look. That mug. That mean mug that he's giving him. Look at this fucking smirk on this dude over here, bro. Jesus. I love it. It's great. This is what I come here for. I love this shit. This is everything. This is everything in the universe. The entire universe revolves around shit like this. This is literally their stand. this is their JoJo stand. I've never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so bear with me. But like, come on now, you can't tell me that this isn't what it is, bro. Lord Jesus, man, if I had the time, fan art should be made of this. I would love to see fan art of this. Holy shit. It's like the JoJo meme where it's fucking where he's fucking walking up to oh my god. Oh my god. God. The universe just orbits around this.
is every 30 trillion of your cells in your body either tell you that you're a man or you're a woman. That's the same for all people. Wow, no arguments. Okay.
I love this. This is no notes. No notes. I couldn't ask for a better performance. This is the best debate tactic I've ever seen in my life. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is beautiful. Dude, the galaxies bend to their will. They twiddle their fingers and fucking, they cause supernovas fucking galaxies away. This motherfucker winks and the fucking sun will explode. Like, they will snap their fingers and the earth will split in half. But no one will die. The earth won't be destroyed. It'll be just like normal. It's just the earth is just gonna be in two halves now. And that's just a reality that we have to accept.
For whatever reason. I'm not trying to insult those people who may suffer from a condition. That's not the target. The question is, reality is good. Having a mother and a father is good. Why should we impose on all of society this idea that you can't say mom and dad anymore because you're...
No one's saying that you can't say mom and dad anymore. Holy shit, where are you getting this from? This is a straw man argument. My God, why? Stop doing that. That's so weak. Can you do something better than fucking box with dolls? Because that's what you're doing. You're playing with action figures. You're not actually engaging with anyone. You're just mashing He-Man with the Skeletor and saying you're winning an argument. You're not winning shit, my guy. The opposition is something that you made up. No one is arguing that you can't say mom and dad anymore. You're arguing with the fantasy. Stop playing with dolls and actually get down in the dirt, get in the trenches with the big boys.
You're insulting someone who may not have a mom and a dad. Wait a minute. That's a good thing. Why can't I say mom and dad? Why can't I say ladies and gentlemen? It's a reality.
No one is making this argument. Holy shit. Stop. Again. Stop playing with Legos. And talk like an adult. Talk with the adults. Please. Stop. You're in a corner playing with Legos. You're playing with dolls. There's nothing wrong with that. But stop acting like you're actually engaging with the adults here. You're not engaged with anything. This is make believe. This is the fantasy land. You're in Candyland. Stop.
And if they're telling teachers to deny that reality, then it's a serious problem.
Who's telling teachers to deny that and what reality are you talking about? Like, ladies and gentlemen, and mom and dad, they're words. They're not reality, man. Ugh.
That was really something.
Do you approve of what that person just did?
What? No, she should have touched him.
Or she went to take his hat.
Knock it off.
He's willing to do the same thing. So watch.
Sorry, I mean, you could...
Yeah? I mean... I don't even know.
Put me in your conversation if you want to put over.
No, I just said like we're standing out in the rain and all that. And he said that you were willing to do that as well.
I am willing to do that same thing.
Oh wow, they're so courageous. Standing on the rain. Oh rain! Oh God, rain! Oh God, it's taking so much energy to stand out here in the rain. Ooh, oh God, rain! It's so hard standing out here in the rain and saying that gay people are bad and trans people are and trans women are actually women, and all trans women are rapists. Oh, it's so hard, even though governments all around agree with me and are legislating trans people out of existence. But for me, it's so hard because I'm out in the rain. Oh, the rain! It's so oppressive. Oh dear. Oh God, I am fighting so hard. Oh. Trans people, generations of American history, have had to fight, being lynched, burned, assaulted, killed, raped, even. Had to swing bricks at, law enforcement that were harassing them. Oh, but me, I had to stand in the rain. Oh, woe is me.
Tradition, family, property. Tradition, family, property. America!
You going to the Catholic school? So.
Yeah. Wait. No, so many people here just reject Catholic doctrine.
Right, and it's interesting that people get offended by it.
I'm not offended by your doctrine. I'm offended by your face.
I mean, it's very close to this.
Yeah.
I'm not Catholic. I'm a pretty strong Protestant Christian. And
they teach the Catholic doctrine, my question is.
Yeah, exactly. And Catholic doctrine, I mean,
The Catholic doctrine opposes transgender.
But the thing is, but what are you guys even like protesting then? So, let me get this straight. Are they teaching the values that you agree with or not? Because if they're teaching values that you guys disagree with, I want to understand why you're out here protesting against it. But if they're not, then what are you doing here?
it does.
Very intense campaign, but the dominating factor, they had no arguments, and a lot of it was just screaming and insults, and especially that one man that stayed for an hour and a half, he was just repeating what he was saying and cursing at us, insulting us, but no arguments.
Well, you guys do nothing but repeat the same thing over and over again in every video that you guys put out. So, I mean, if you want to talk about regurgitating arguments, I mean, I don't know, man. Look in a mirror, I guess.
So
he was talking about love and charity, but he was cursing at us.
So you ready for the next campaign?
So, people get a little dirty sometimes. Like, I've argued with my friends that I love and care about. You know, I get a little dirty. I curse at them. Call them bitches and hoes. I say they're fake and gay sometimes. You know, it happens. It doesn't mean I don't love them, you know. That's just, you know, sometimes opposition just, you know, just gets a little feisty. People get a little feisty sometimes, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with the little spice in your meatball. Nothing wrong with that. That's just, you know, without a little spice, you got nothing. You like, come on now. Like, life is not interesting without the spice, you know?
Of course. If you could, you go on right now.
Yeah. That was a ride. That was one of my favorite videos of theirs. And I'm not joking either. I think that was great in every way. Holy shit, I loved that. That was a ride and a half. I'm just gonna end this off by saying, let's just say the usual shit. Trans rights are human rights. Trans people are valid. Again, like, literally, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with being trans or gay or anything like that. It's, again, it's a neutral thing. Their opposition to it is solely based on disgust, and they use Christian doctrine to try and uphold that, to try and moralize it, to try and make it seem like it's not just disgust. It's actually just about morality, I guess. It's about saving the world. It's about saving souls or whatever. I don't know. But like if you take religion out of the equation, you take this whole God thing out of the equation, if you just look at it as it is, it's not harmful at all to be gay or trans. Self-ID is fine, really. Because when a trans person identifies a way you don't like if a non-binary person says they're non-binary, they're not saying that they have no genitals. They're not saying that they're not like if this person is like assigned female at birth, they're not saying that they don't have a vagina or boobs, that they have boobs or whatever. It's just that their own identification does not factor in their biology. It's their identity. It's how they present. It's how they feel about themselves. How they internalize themselves. Again, biology does not factor into it. You can change your body as you see fit. If they want to if a non-binary person wants to get top surgery, then they can, because that makes them feel comfortable. It's like, hey, I don't want boobs, so I'm gonna get rid of these boobs. And like if a trans woman says, hey, I want a pussy, then, you know, then they get bottom surgery and they get a pussy. Nothing wrong with that. That's what the trans woman wants. It feels more comfortable that way. And there are trans women that don't get bottom surgery and they're comfortable with their dick and they're happy with their dick, and that's just how it is. Again, there's trans people in all shapes and sizes, all varieties. Some are comfortable with their bodies, some aren't. Some are just identity based, and some want to get body modifications to complement that, and that doesn't inherently invalidate their identity. It's just, you know, everyone's different. Everyone expresses themselves differently. Whether it's just through clothing or through, again, surgery and what have you, and hormones and whatnot. You know, it's whatever. Like, there are femboys that take HRT and they still identify as men or boys or what have you. They just like to look feminine. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, that's just how it is. Again, we live in a very diverse world where people of all shapes and sizes express themselves in all manner of ways, and we should be okay with that. We should embrace that. Again, like I said earlier in this video, get out of life without a little bit of spice. Spice up life a little bit. Spice up gender a little bit. It's perfectly fine. It's not gonna kill you or anything. And unless it did, then you know, then that sucks. But it doesn't really. It's not harmful, like, at all. Anyway, I'm being rambly. Please leave a like on this video if you feel so inclined. If you enjoyed if you enjoyed what you have witnessed here today, then feel free to subscribe if you want to catch more. I plan to make more gameplay videos. I want to balance my channel out a little bit more. Have a little something for everybody. I know the algorithm does not like variety content, but that's what I'm gonna do anyway, because fuck you, I can do what I want. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
You're dead, your friends are dead, your family's dead, your fucking pets are being skinned alive, your mom's a fucking whore, you suck at life, the whole world hates you, you're going to hell, live with it. Game over. So, that's it.